Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day, but honestly, my brain is completely fried from watching today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. We've got so much to unpack, and I just need to vent about it with you all. Grab a coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we are diving deep into the absolute mess that went down in LA today. So let's just start with the most ridiculous part of the episode. Steffy Forrester Finnegan. I have been watching this show for years, and the sheer audacity of this woman never fails to shock me. She just marches right into Logan, like Katie's new company. She just walks in like owns the place. What happened to security? Do these fashion houses not have receptionists anymore? I guess not. But Steffy just struts in there demanding answers about Katie's new designer and her next collection. And I'm sitting here screaming at my screen like, who do you think you are? You are the co-CEO of a rival company. You can't just walk into the competition's headquarters and demand to see their business plan. It's so absurd. But that's Steffy for you. Always thinking the rules don't apply to her. She really believes she is entitled to know every single thing happening in the Los Angeles fashion world, and it is exhausting to watch. And Katie, bless her heart, she actually holds her ground. Sometimes I feel like Katie gets steamrolled by the bigger personalities on this show, especially Brooke and Steffy, but today she was not having it. Katie basically looks at Steffy and is like, no, I don't have to tell you anything. Which is true. She has zero obligation to share her plans with Steffy or any of the Forresters. Katie even points out the massive double standard here. Can you imagine if the roles were reversed? If Katie just barged into the CEO office at Forrester Creations and demanded to know what Ridge and Steffy were planning for their next big line, Steffy would literally have security throw her out on the street. She'd probably call the cops. But because she's a Forrester, she thinks she can just interrogate Katie, and Katie just shuts it down. She completely blocks Steffy's attempt to solve this little mystery. It was honestly so satisfying to watch someone finally tell Steffy no. But here is the part that is just so incredibly messy and soapy. Hope Logan is literally in the room. Well, not in the room, but like hiding out of sight. Hiding like a child playing hide and seek. What is she, 12? She is a grown woman, a mother, an established fashion icon, and she's ducking behind a door or a plant or whatever so Steffy doesn't see her, and she's listening to Steffy harass her aunt. The fans on social media are already going crazy over this. The notes say Hope is getting super angry hearing Steffy act like this. Which, okay, valid. Steffy is being a menace. But why hide? Why not just walk out and say, hey Steffy, I'm the new designer, deal with it. Oh wait, because of the secret, everything has to be a massive secret. So, let's talk about this secret. The truth behind Hope's so-called hiatus. You guys, she actually signed with Logan. She did it. After all that back and forth a few episodes ago. Remember last week when Liam was practically begging her to leave Forrester and go work for Katie? And Hope was like, no Liam, I have to stay and fight for Hope for the future. I'm going to get my mom to take Steffy's co-CEO spot. I literally thought she was going to stay and fight a corporate war with her mom. But no, she actually signed the contract with Logan. Maybe I'm changing my mind here. Maybe she's playing both sides. No, the notes say she actually signed. So she jumped ship. Or maybe she just finally snapped and realized Steffy is never going to treat her right. Honestly, I can't even keep up with Hope's thought process right now. One minute she's pushing Brooke to seduce Ridge for power, and the next she's secretly signing with Katie. What a mess. But I kind of love it. It's chaotic. So Steffy eventually leaves, completely in the dark. She has no idea that Hope is the secret weapon Katie is hiding. She doesn't know that Hope actually jumped ship. And you know the writers are just dragging this out for maximum impact. When Steffy finally finds out that Hope, the girl she has tortured and looked down on for years, is the one leading the charge against her at a rival company, the explosion is going to be nuclear. I cannot wait But for now, Steffi is just clueless, walking around thinking she's still the queen of the fashion world, while the Logans are literally plotting her downfall right under her nose. It's giving me classic B&B vibes, you know? The old school Forrester versus Logan wars. We haven't had a good corporate bloodbath in a while. But wait, the drama doesn't stop at the office. We have to talk about Deke. So, while all this corporate espionage is happening, Deke is chilling at his place. He's working on some sketches. And not just any sketches. He's doing the actual design work for Hope's new line at Logan, which is a huge twist. Deke is now the secret ghost designer or co-designer or whatever his title is for the biggest secret project in LA. I have to say, I'm happy for him. The guy has been through a lot lately, especially with his love life, and working at Il Giardino is fine, but he deserves to level up. He's got talent, and working with Hope, that's a massive step up in the fashion world. He is really leveling up. But of course, he can't just have a peaceful afternoon of sketching, because who knocks on the door? Remy. Yeah, Remy. Look, I know some of you guys are hardcore shippers of Deke and Remy, but I am so tired of this dynamic. Deke has been explicitly ignoring Remy's calls recently. He clearly needs space. So what does Remy do? He just shows up at his house. He tells himself he has no choice but to visit his ex. Yes, you did. You could have just respected his boundaries. But no, this is a soap opera, so boundaries do not exist. Remy just invites himself into Deke's life again because he wants to remind Deke that he still loves him and wants what's best for him. Which, okay, sounds sweet on paper, but in reality, it's just manipulative. Let the man breathe, Remy. So Remy is there, pouring his heart out, and then he spots the sketches. He picks them up, and he's looking at them, and he's like, wow, these are amazing. And they probably are. But then Remy puts two and two together. He realizes these aren't just random doodles. These are professional designs for Logan. He figures out that Deke scored a massive design contract at Katie's company. And honestly, Remy's reaction is kind of cute. He's genuinely happy for his old flame. He thinks this is fantastic news, that Deke is finally moving up in the world. He congratulates him. For a second, it's a really nice supportive moment between two exes. Just two guys talking about art and career moves, but then the panic sets in, because Deke is holding on to a massive, explosive secret. He has to look at Remy and basically beg him to keep his mouth shut. You can't tell anyone about my new role at Logan? And you can just see the wheels turning in Remy's head. Because if Deke is working for Logan, and Logan has a secret new designer, it won't take long for Remy to figure out the rest. The notes even say this could lead to Remy discovering that Deke is specifically working with Hope. And that is the holy grail of gossip right now in LA. If Remy finds out Hope is the face of this new line, he holds the keys to the entire Forrester-Logan war. So now, Deke is terrified. He's incredibly anxious about the truth coming out. And he should be. If Remy knows, that means the secret is out of Deke's control. What if Remy gets mad that Deke won't get back together with him? Could he use this information as leverage? Could he accidentally let it slip to someone at Il Giardino? We all know how fast rumors spread at that restaurant. It's like the central hub of town gossip. If Sheila or Deacon or anyone overhears, it's game over. Steffi will find out, the war will start prematurely, and Hope's big reveal will be completely ruined. Deke is sitting on a ticking time bomb and Remy is the one holding the matches. Honestly, this whole situation is a powder keg. You've got Steffi running around demanding answers she has no right to. You've got Katie playing defense like an absolute pro. You've got Hope hiding in the shadows like a cartoon spy, secretly pulling the strings at Logan after telling Liam she wouldn't. And then you have Deke, just trying to do his job, suddenly held hostage by his ex-boyfriend who now holds the key to the biggest corporate secret in town. What were the writers thinking giving Remy this much power? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Spoiler alert, it won't. It never does. But that's why we watch, right? We love the mess. We live for the clunky, awkward, high-stakes drama. I just Hope knows what she's doing, because when Steffi finds out, there won't be anywhere left to hide. All right, I'm gonna go take some aspirin. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Steffi or Team Logan? And do you think Remy is going to spill the beans?
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.